No si abapa ho simanum ewo Adom TV so afei na braso se bosome mu nyina kase atwato no yede esom yede nyankopon basa ye Adom ase se bosome nso wode yetwa awie anwumere nsem ne dɔso de edi mu akotini bi a wobeti eni oswafo wo hwedansie ene adwuma so kodwo pɔnkroma kyerɛ a ɛdan ya na eni wo man Ghana mu a ɛninti Ghana fo binom ehon ha wo mo no sese woni yankronkro adwuma ekwa wodo bi kabo mu nti oban ye timi akonanim kakra yede mu nchemu bedan wo ewo kase yi emu esanse ewiase afa na nyina ede ne dai asi hono mu a wobo enkraman yade ehwo dawro meche World Rabies Day nti veterinary service no ede to local assemblies no anim se wo bibiya wo kraman ya wonwo ne kraman bambo pane o ma posifo enkyere no edi nti ene wakasa kase mu obetimu enkyeremu yado ba kwa asante mantem kro kase kumase mu na edwadifo hema a wo mo wokegetia e kira sesei e ma ni nyina de wo ho de eta NDC amanyoko no achi se be ya wonya abanwa no a edwa wo hyase yeso wo se no wabewie ama wo mo ensem wei ene dwadi agokansie amano ne nsem apomuden ene yakabo mu donhwere e kenkan ya ma wo se anwume no nsia kase midin e de akuya echa oyi akwan amawajo Brene nsem ni nchemu ankasa memfa ensom a ye hyase afri asoye a ehwe edansie ene enwuma so ene wo ye nsem twefo nhyiemu ede enhyehye a won maye wasoye ho eto Ghana fo anim ba ko bi a kwadwo pɔnkroma wo ye oswafo ede tudwa ene se enhyehye a wo ye ede boaye ma manfo wa piate sese wanya ba bi ete no akosombo nsu yire ba ye won mo ho kan ye nso wo sisa adan ni bi ama wo mo fa dikan no wahyase
Alongside that, or parallel to that, we also had to do a validation of who really needed new housing. A lot of people came forward claiming that their buildings had been destroyed and therefore they needed new buildings. The validation exercise is done by, you come and stand by your collapsed building or where it was. The local assembly member, unit committee members can all validate that it's true. This is where your house was. BNI and everybody, we are there. We're able to validate your Ghana card and then we're able to take. When we finished this exercise, after about 2.5 to 3 months, it took about 2.5 to 3 months to finish, only 40% of those who were claiming that their buildings had been destroyed and needed replacement were true. Only 40%. In fact, it was 38%. We then rounded it off to 40% to accommodate for those whose buildings were not destroyed but will need some support to repair their old buildings. So we say 40% of them were validated. So we're in the process of building 2,225 new homes to resettle our colleagues who were affected by the floods. Now already 115 units are under construction and they've gone past the 60% mark. Phase 1, we expect that by the end of November. That's the timeline that the consultant...
Oswafo kodwo pɔnkroma amananso a we wasai kasafa edansie ehonsem ewo oman Ghana mu ene kwan ya nipadodo na benya dan atene mu ya ne bo ewo fom na no ene wo kire se asoye no ene yankronkro adwuma ekwa wodo ekabo mu nti adwuma no ekonanim.
At the Ministry of Works and Housing, we've been setting some priorities focusing on which we believe will help us to bring the housing market into equilibrium at least within the next decade. Over the last decade, we've done about 33% reduction. Is to resolve the stalled housing projects. There were some projects that were started, work was ongoing, and for various reasons, they stalled. Priority number 1 is to resolve those ones. Priority number 2 is that for the ongoing affordable housing programs, I mentioned that there are programs under the policy. One of the programs we have is affordable housing program. So for the ongoing affordable housing program, which has some specific projects therein, we want to fast track them and bring them to a conclusion as quickly as possible. Priority number 3 is that we are focusing on initiatives to expand public sector housing. The single largest employer in Ghana is the government of Ghana. And a lot of public servants have housing as one of their benefits. It's also important because it gives them a place to lay their head and therefore to be able to serve the Republic better. But in years gone by, we haven't built a lot of new public sector housing. And so our third priority is to focus on our initiatives that are aimed at expanding public sector housing.
Jamestown adeshibusia ede atuposi adwumayeko no anim se wo patentrene ama wondehye esanse kwambone anipa binum efa so eku won konfo pani ni ayite okonko na anu fiada no onte ase
Jamestown Royal Family Momanfo a womu edihye a na woye chief priest a nanu fiada enipa bonfo bi ebebo ni tuo emane to anananum wonsiedo a edin a womu de fe ne ayite womu de ato omampeni ekufuado enim se wonhwe se obeboa ama posifo ayesansem mu nhwehwemu ne ehu de ekun womu de hye no onipa wono ene kasa ye de ma ebusua no ni okoje aman edi tudwa se Greater Accra Police Commander womu susu se wone enipa bi mu a womu ekutiom ewa hini ehu ewo twaka bi pa
ni ayite konku ahia me yo ye palace no e woni ahala tuwe palace e jake sentu mi nutu mu ni atu e jamfe laje moni etu sentu mi nutu mu wanyangwa ka jepu we magbanye ni bi komi e be hia ya kusun kreda koni e yo otumu ke aso amanke hogba noni wa nu pe ja ke langa se ni Dr. Prince Ashanku Buskwe ke ni apia ka ba wo hia me ametwa e tuntun amesumun le bada wala e ja ka mele gbomoni jile nya mele nutumu ni sani etu
enti empanifo yi wonuma sem ne tofa bomwa ene se osusu se langas fo bi ene bebo wondihye yi etu a ene wode etu posi adwumayeko nanim se won patentere ne ema wonipa no yetwa yensem no eso a adanse hene opagya kwotre bonsre free ye ena ede tu dwase galamse ko a wo hyase no ankosi aga nyina wode ho sobo no ebebo asante mantemu so afo Simon Simonsa ene mensiri krache wa adanse north erikosi junior esanse okon a wo swai ewa galamse fo no sa nipa mienu yi ene manager ye
opagya kwotre bonsre free ye eya danse hene wakasa woni mfie du afinhia na wonum di ye ewo fomena ase no ene wo kire mu se kwamboni amanfo fa so tu fom agudie eya adwuma bi a mfie du nie ya obeya danse hene no aha na dwene pa
am say there mesrese enonna adiminya ewo adanse ha me ba foforo no 2014 mitutu ahemfo bebre fa galamse ho galamse asema mkoka aye ana kofa dia division no baaye ti ya pen kabomu no mempese mesa akwakofa galamse sembi aba me wo ho me task force e call rounds ko chichi galamse fo ye ko twitwa wan sekan e wo mampamhwe ma kwala ne ba ko de ifri ne pepem ne wadi dem me wo ho na me nya letter firi DC ho ka kire me se wanya krata firi regional minister ho se na nanom yenyi ehun firi galamse mu na galamse sembia no yemfama dissect ya district security me wakrata no wo me phone so
ene otimantemu na nanoma hemfo nyina akotena ase ekokoyi won president na se abato ekoso na enipa dunan a eto aba no ekowi ase no na nasoglo alo awo Lekwe Traditional Council ena ehuridi kan ya wodi nkonim onyaba ne mu enwotwe wone na nampra bosemi na ena ekosi akan ya na nampra edi ntwosesei ye ka president a woda woti Regional House of Chiefs ano a eye na nasoglo alo awotoso enan
Oti House of Chiefs, one more president, Nana Soglo, and Adom News in Central for Etchin Comono, what did you just say? Nemre Suno, or Bebe say Asumdie, Ebe Koso, Ewo Sam Patimo, or Chimu say.
Because he knew that I'm not going to about my president, and then India, and then Yaguma. And he the Council of Chiefs and then Yaguma. He allows commission for money in the government and come out. Here then say, make sure to be a Tapantokia and back. say you missing to part of the someone when I hold the because you judicial committee so
Nanampra Awo Krachi Traditional Council ono nso edi ntwo no ebo nanana baso na odi tudwa so beta ne chipa ewo ne position asese ne nsa aka no
you say me be vice the position me na be chairman of the research na member me mo dey say CD forms be to ya nima e be ye nhwehwemu fiko ahun say we na kwanya ne ya ne die me was say enkoye mistake na nia akonyani ya ne die na ya dia ma no na afa ntokwa ba because nia ye nyina no say dia sunvi beba e do ni anokro beba nti meye medwuma wono kwa so
Oti regional minister ebo nanana baso sesese womo ayi ni president foforo ewo ti
Enwumere no si akase na guso hye ewo Adom TV so no me home so aba me koba de aka che dos me de besomo aye election headquarters kokromoti power medawase se wanya daje atweme yetwa yensem no so ewo amanyosemu a ne yehase ewo akatamanso NDC amanyoko no emu na ema wodom amanyoko yi ewo adanse asoko ne wapa wonto abo ewontomo a wokyera wobo awura afiefie mu ene mantwea baabi a ede abo NDC amanyoko no ho dawro
NDC amanyoko ni manfo a womo adanse asokwa ema womo organizer edi atudwa se campaign a womo di gu akwemu no womo hweso mbeto aba no edi etia KT Hammond na sese de akonya na womo de bekomra hyebedwem no NDC fo ensa aka
yenti ambeso womo kɔ fam kɔ ye adwuma no ye papa KT Hammond watena akonya nso mfie aduonu nan ye nyina ye nim se wa ye bi nipa be ye bi wa me ni nyina enti me ma ne moa me no mo mi chidom ni anko house to house ama de ya ho ahomete ye ni awo mema ye ni enim akrokro ye ni enim kwan ya befa so a ebetimi atwe mema ede wo mo aba ye nchen enu nti na meka si so dua se me ma no nko efom omo kwa obi ba ma da kro omo nko boni kunu no omo nyane no omo begbo ni din aka nsampa che party no amayenso Debbie aso abamfaso ama
NDC Ashanti Regional Deputy Women's Organizer enso ede nsem sei etudwa ede fa ahokyira Ghana for FM no
we evidence based enye say yes say ana mate say ade ye de ye ni ehunu oha wa ahokyira hu ye aba ye so yeto a yeto a yento bosia kura ukokura ye mawu ukwaji kura no so wuntimi ntua ena ma ahokyira aba Enti Ghana for NDC ma mesra mo se mo ma yensesemu na nsesemu mpo de onyankopon kura wonchiri
Uko Jama North abato mpesua so a nipa wokwa akogina NPP amanyoko no din mu apremra se bedwam de bre eye inokunya akon wokyera empuntu opese odema ne manti wonto aba emano no nkomra se bedwafie
Ebra wone MPP amanyoko na chitaifo eye nhyiamu ewodua da so ye wo Jama North abato mpesua so no na inokunya akon ye awogina MPP amanyoko ni din mu apre Jama North ma hyebedwa akunya no editu dwa se wonum abato mpesua no so honom no empumtu ankese se wonum nya no wonum enya ne saa ne nyina agina se wonum na hyebedwani no enya de se wapre se obem empumtu aba wonum krum honom senti ene hu hia semanfo etutia no ewo panima aboso de to sonson abato ni mu
manofwa okodru baabi a se ma ye project we wa ha o se wa ye toilet facility wa no ma nkrofo ko so e na kra na so wa ye no ko so 1 month and see and wa ready kwa fairly ya basra mo 7 December mon ka mi se na be Jama no front my paper ya mo shira mo nyina
Alhaji Siaka Barus eye Jemtinani a wo MPP amanyoko na no e wo Jama North abato mpesua so ono so a kire die nti a esese wonum na hyebedwani no manfo honom eto wonum aba etia no
utu wonum tie wa ha se apinfo bi on be hospital every week bi obey aduane amomo em se e mata bebre e wa ha omomo e wa ha bebre when they go hospital se bi honorable ayinfaya friend bi aduane abre ne kan mi ne no bi onya people obema on na nya kese a obema ya na
Asante mantemu NDC amanyoko ni titreni eye nana kwasi wode ato NPP amanyoko no anim say $1 million per constituency a wo show manfo bo no ewe enokra na nchen so National Cathedral ye gigi sika se ye de kwa akosie ne nyina aban no emu ho ankonta enkyere wo bia
nana kwasi eye dwemtenani awoda NDC amanyoko nano ewa Asante mantemu wode atuja se ne etie bia NDC amanyoko ni behwim amemu akonya no FNPP amanyoko ni nsam ewa afempinu ene edunu nan abatu ni mu no wono mahunu ba bia tumi edapa bra wonom eye 24-hour economy work ewieye ene owura yi ene amanyoko chitaifo edinkita ho a wode sansemi etudwa
afi se happy people somumpo akonyawe ye beji aka NDC MPC wa Asante region ho ayesu na yina nim se afi aya abatu afi akabosu ba mienu na ye koto aba ye nuanum entrone nada omuleji oman no enne yakupon apam ho entoma omu shaga na fo bose nyame ya Adom na mu de akonwa no ma mu a district bia $1 million. You decide obasi for say $1 million mo saka mo dia na. Omusa sha mo bose constituency bia no omubasi factory ayede amamo. You decide mo so obasi for mo factory no mo saka na.
Samuel Abwaje ejina ndi samanyoko ni dinimu apre wasi East Emashebedwa akunya no ochire mu se
obato akotui Ghana for decide that because omuni ntonga mani mama ni track record omuni ngaba ya Ghana sibia na komo hatisie titru obasi East na obasi East ada paye na sika awo komo ha na sabi imbaburu anya adwumaye ya ma memoto ade ana omoto Sabi track record near day at the home at the NDC Amanio Ko 2024 about Tora Yakoti Yapakandina Gomidana Kumaso.
Meda se wanya abotre atwen me de aduru so ya apomuden hye nso se adwumaku aso ya sene me de apomuden kase brɛw eye Pepsodent eye apos papa agene dinti obi rasto mu a wo se me top Pepsodent enso ebi kra na nye no ene wo kwa akoto enti pe bi twusen anadwe ni anopa wada nyane na ebeboa wo wa apomuden nsemu no aso ya ehwe emoa ensem so me chwe veterinary service ekra wa kontabu kire wa mo se enkraman opepemienu akiri ponum 2.5 million my Ghana mu emu empem ohane eduoso 170,000 per en wo mo bambo pane ne senti ewiase afa na nyina ehye World Rabies Day enwo fa ede abo emoyade enwo dawuro no na wode atodwa se obi pia wo kraman ewo my Ghana mu a wonwo ne bambo pane no posifo enkyere no
ekoba se aboa kraman anase okrakawa ubenya biye papa edomu na ubepie mu ewo oman Ghana hanuma hwehwemu ababede di se mfimpinu ni edunwotwe ade bepem na duonu nan ni Ghana amantam be enum enkrampupuni mantem Asante mantem esirima tifidu apoye emantem atoye mantem ena afensu mfimfin mantem wonum echire mu se Rabies yade ahansia ena wonum recordo ya Asante mantem nipa be aduasa nan enya bia emumienu eto mu ehwere won kwa yaya ewo mfimpinu ni edunu ade bepem na duonu nan
28th of September bia no World Rabies Day. We are singing ya kasafa rabies area no ho. Esan say rabies area no uba Africa and Asia and Latin American countries na edi enya pa Ghana yawo ye chefa afi no team na da so ne say breaking rabies boundaries. E kire say asudie ne da ye nyina yeso mimi ya mafemu de se me veterinary ni na me chire yare no se de ekwan esifa eba na me sanso chire se ban bo wo ho e ma ye nkraman na ni onipa no se kraman kawa wo de nsuo ni se me na be hohoro na wo de amerika kwa yare sabia na district assembly ne nso so ye wo mra a chire se ye moa na ne na mabonten no ense se omo ne na mo
wonu mu kire mu se obepie mu ewo my Ghana mu hanum a enkrama be million mienu eni akire ene wokurum hanum nanso no kitwa bi na yawo mo pane a wose eha adwenye pa enum na ekuo bi afato won ho se obeboa ama enkraman eyade elelehwe mu no atimi abra no ase from Defra UK Dr. Wodano Dr. William Aduni Adom kase ebonkomo sei
with our support of veterinary services. They've deployed over 362 field officers across to vaccinate more than 15,000 dogs and cats at no cost to the pet owners. This, of course, is just 1% of the unvaccinated dog population. But if we sustain this for every 60 days to vaccinate dog, then we are really truly on the way to eliminate rabies, human death from rabies by the year 2030.
Kakaku Abrante Amanebo Asante Mantem.
Ejwadifo hima wo Kumasi Central Market Nana Akosua Pokuya wode atudwa sesei Kumasi Central Market ejwadifo wonum nyina ebeto aba ama NDC amanyoko ne de wahode ata wo mu achipa sanse kageti edwakese a kane mampanyu John Dramani Mahama Shase ya wo free aban emu ekoye no NPP aban ma wo mawie ema wo mu to to NDC a obetimi aba abawie amu akomaso ade no abem.
Nana Pokuya Kumasi Central Market edwa ba hema Ochiremu a edwadifo a wonom ewo Central Market honom no wenu ho pass woto waba NDC amanyoko no ewa afimpinu ene adunu mu.
Yera Mahama yebegyina ha eya chaupa ena edwadifo yeden maw. Esan say yede na edwadifo a yawo Ashanti region ha. Yede de ni enimu ne MPP aban. Yenim NDC aban bia. Esan say yesi wo mu free yediem enti wo mu nana ye wo wo mu se wuyi asanteman gina ho a eye dwadie ene kura asanteman nanso munhye de MPP aban ede ye asanteman enti Yera Mahama ye de chaupa ye de kotosre esra wo say ma de atwamu no entwamu nko.
Professor Jenano Puku Ajiman kasa yemu no wahye ma nyina inkranse onto mind dis amanyoko no se de be ya wono mu akomase ode nyina no nsa ebeka
be me nso bi ko onya adwuma na adwuma egu ye yi na di ne ho kire no na afi wase akono ase ana ka peda so nim so da subu enso so na de aba no nti me ko afia kro nti na nim nkire me yanka bi na efie na ebo enti sasua kwaso achew na hwan na obete sasua e na hwan na obetu ho anamo jese wonya party a friend of National Democratic Congress jese wonya NDC
de aduso ya go kansie enkrato yachi ye de besomo.
Abusama menna sese oguso ehwe Adom TV na Jebre na agudie mo nsema na nwumre nso aboabo ano no memfe no so entoa so emfamao ma yemoremo ewo 2023 African Games a eno ekoso ewo memo na otumse echirensem no akwa bebrebe amende LOC chairman Dr. Kwaku Ofosu edensem kakra abamonte wobra o hia nsentwe for cheche musampa cabinet no ma bia enenam framam no ono ankasa eba abeyi ne ho ano a wodi mo nchiremo kakraba.
They don't underwrite it for you. And when they did that for us, we have not paid them anything. We haven't even paid them anything now. We have negotiated to a point that we are arranging payments. And they were so understanding, and they said, look, this is the first time the country has had opportunity to host the games. If this is going to be our contribution, why not? But they did not come in as sponsors. And this Ghanaians must know. And so it would be good for us, all of us, to know that we pay premiums, but the insurer doesn't give you the money for your premium. So they can sue because of what the guy said.
Etiano ene nchirema openeno wode ebaye yemonremo awo Ghana football na ye ko aswe hode a na se onimse na nsem wode referees so onwunsem akoyensem bebrebe na ye league asi enu ada kotoko ene bekum chiaso utunsi ye chesi referees anesa na no ena mpanifo da betu dwa cheche mu dia fasika ya na ye de ma ye referees no yentie nchirema ene eno so ebetu dwa.
The doll and the women, that's Division 1 and the women, they receive 750 Ghana cedis as all-inclusive. The all-inclusive for premiums 1,750 for this. That is all we have. But the rest of the information, we prefer to actually let you have it.
Per match or?
Per match, per referee. 750 cedis and 1,000 Ghana cedis. We don't come in here in the sense that the collaboration, I'll say, ends when we train these referees and the lease is taken. Formally, we're doing it. But for the past 2 seasons, they have taken that, and that is now with them, and they do the training, they do the selection of the referees.
We are Chairman George Saija and our OTS Odin Chemo Airbus Premier League for 1,000 cities, referee Bakubia, not Division 1 and so Omaje 750 Ghana cities, referee Bakubia, it's Emunchemo Kakra, and so I don't know. Mammy Fancy, not the freshest Mrs. Papa, a child with Yakwan and for their council, and to us, Mammy, then the Cobblestone, or Kumankra, Bakua Maka, and Suruja, and Dura, and numero uno, Sheshe.
When je kasie mu no dwumtoni amrado ababa kire senti abarima Sydney a ono so ye dwumtoni edene nwumba isa wo monye wanye yede mu enchemu no beba nanso esi no anteme nka bie mu amedin ede akuya echa oyi akwan wo koda me kai wo se ye atwu se ya fa pos papa ye president atwu se nyame ma ye chena.
An example is the legendary Barima Sydney. He sent me a song. I loved the song, but I spoke with my team that I think maybe this one is not something that made me a seho panty. Wow. I requested for a remix of one of his monster hits. Yeah. Like that couldn't